And I'm with my great co-host, the Skinny Spice, Amanda over there.
Hey, how are you?
Thank you for joining us. And we just, and we'll talk a little bit more about it, but we just got some good Frugal Feasty ingredients from across the street at Shaw's. So, Shaw's, if you want to sponsor us and pay us money, that'd be great. But, because we love your food. But, anyway, so you can always check her stuff out at the Skinny Spice on Twitter or theskinnyspice.com. And we have co-host extraordinaire Leah Hilton is here.
Hey, hey, hey.
Fresh off her 3-hour marathon on Gag Order with Jay and with everybody else. So, you know, you've had a good IDEO day today, huh?
I have.
When do you want to leave right now?
Good.
She's very excited. Anyway, so Leah Hilton, if you weren't watching Gag Order and you don't know, then you better check yourself. But if you don't know,
check yourself.
Yeah, check yourself, girl. She is a rising fitness model, traditional model, singer, songwriter, media maven. You know it. And most importantly, besides Dimitri, a.k.a. Ivan Drago, we have 3-time world boxing champion Jose Rivera from good old Worcester coming on the show, and we're gonna talk boxing, fitness, his health, science, nutrition company USANA. How are you doing today, Jose?
I'm doing good. How's it going?
Oh, very good, man. Thank you so much for coming. I know because this guy works harder than anybody else in the business. He, he's how long is your boxing career? 15 years.
My pro career.
Yeah, your pro career.
19 and a half years.
Jesus.
Wow.
So that means his full career was like longer than my life.
Years.
Yeah, almost longer than my life.
So that means he could definitely kick my ass. And,
yeah, Leah, that goes without saying. I
won't get you mad.
Well, I've been retired since June, so you might take me now.
He's very humble, but his one punch could probably beat up a rhinoceros. So, he is here. And, we were going to talk about his career. We're going to be talking about, like I said, his nutrition company, USANA Health Sciences, that we've worked together before on some YouTube videos for Frugal Fitness TV and for my Frugal Fitness website. And you can find him on Facebook, by the way, Jose Rivera, or is it Jose El Gallo Rivera? That's your page?
My health page, fan page is El Gallo Jose A. Rivera.
All right. And that's EL space GALLO, correct?
And Facebook is just all together.
Okay.
ELGALLO Jose A. Rivera.
You're right.
JOSEARIVERA.
And if you want to check out his website, by the way, we'll talk more about it later. It is joserivera.usana. No. teamrivera.usana.com. See, I know it. It's just, All right. So, anyways, we were going to come back to all these guests. But, I was having a little, we were having some Skinny Spice shopping sprees today. And Amanda and I realized that we were both extremely tired and in need of caffeine, and we're messed up because of the daylight savings time. We moved the clocks forward, and now it's sunnier and everything. It's great, but we lost.
Not that bad. Come on.
We lost an hour of sleep, and it really messed with my head because I have enough stuff messing with my head. And I thought I was late for a personal training client, but then I wasn't. I was on time because my iPhone like automatically corrected it and saved me. So Amanda's really tired. Yeah. Are you doing? She's not even saying anything.
I'm blaming daylight savings time, but it's really, I don't think it is. We're just gonna say it is because I couldn't even walk around the grocery store, and this was after I had Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
It's just I'm a disaster.
That's the reason why, because you had Dunkin' Donuts.
That's right.
So I love Dunkin' Donuts.
You had that big up and down.
America runs on Dunkin'.
I never felt the up though. But
you didn't
run.
Hey, Jose, don't be dissing Dunkin' Donuts.
Sorry.
Anyway, no, I don't know. Mike was better in the grocery store than I was.
Yeah,
and that
was the joke we came up with. I was like, I'm being more helpful in the grocery store than you, Amanda. you must be really tired because that never happens.
I was.
So should I be scared when we eat this salad?
I
later,
might
or-
have.
You
I'm
may
not
be.
sure what I picked up. I think I
'Cause-
found all the stuff on the floor that was dented, like all the
I know
vegetables.
is you just don't cook. So I mean,
I cook some waffles in my toaster, and they're delicious.
I'm
But-
sure. Absolutely. Go, Mike.
Exactly.
I feel
Thank
like
you.
everybody's a little bit off today, though. Like the lady at the grocery store, she was spraying Lysol.
Yeah, in people's
around us-
faces.
Around, and we were like, "What? Did we smell or something?"
Yeah.
She's like, "Don't worry, it's not you. It's
She
not
sprayed it in our faces, especially my face.
She meant to
and-
say it is you, but
Yeah.
she just wanted to be nice.
you." She was like, "Some
Yeah.
guy
It's like,
came
wow,
in
you guys stink.
with cans, and I need a spray now," and she kept spraying, and so we were just standing there. Then when we moved after we had paid, she sprayed the spot that we were just
Yeah.
standing in.
No,
I was like,
telling you.
I saw her
I'm telling
spray the next customer in line right in the face, point blank with a Lysol can, and she was like, "Don't worry about it, don't worry about it," and she just sprayed him right in the face. And I think she needs a day off.
Yeah.
But the last thing before we got break coming up in a little bit, but the last thing I just wanted to say is that we lost an hour. And time is money. So when it comes to frugal fitness, we lost a whole hour of our lives.
Oh,
yeah,
And that
but
could-
it's gonna be sunnier for longer.
That could be, that
He
1
doesn't
hour.
care. He doesn't care.
That 1 hour could be $8 or it could be $800. Who knows? We lost it forever. It's gone.
You know, I think you'll be okay. Deep down inside, I really do think you'll be just fine.
Just got to work a little longer.
Yeah.
See, okay, I like that. See, we lost an hour. Now we just got to work a little bit harder. So we'll discuss that topic, because we've got the hardest working guy in the boxing industry and the fitness industry. And I'm not talking about you, Leah. I'm not talking about you, Dimitri.
Aw.
Dimitri is the hardest working guy in radio. Boxing master Jose Rivera, 3-time world champion boxer, the future mayor of Worcester, I like to call him.
Wow,
Yeah.
future mayor. I like that.
The future mayor, but also the frugal mayor, because you got to put Worcester back on a budget, No more of this ridiculousness.
That is for sure, absolutely.
And we all know Worcester, and we've had some good experiences there, and we can talk about it later. But he has a buddy there who owns the gym Camp Get Right, and it's a great boxing gym. They have some MMA stuff. Jose does some appearances there, and he does some personal training and boxing coaching in Worcester. Where else besides, is it Gold's Gym in Worcester that you also work at, or is it just Camp Get Right? Or
Well, I'm a personal trainer. I do my personal training
Yep.
at Camp Get Right
Okay.
on 55 Millbrook Street. And then
Nice.
I also do my personal training at the Worcester Martial Arts Academy on Shrewsbury Street.
Oh, okay. Do you do any training in clients' homes? Because that's what I do.
I do.
See?
I attend the client's home.
This guy knows what it's at, because he's like,
Well,
it's
because you
convenient for them.
You got to cater to the clients.
Absolutely.
You know.
See, that's why he's a smart businessman, but he could also uppercut you to the next dimension. So we're gonna get much more in detail with Leah and Jose, and obviously we know the Skinny Spice. I mean,
You already know me. You're sleeping with me right
she's
now.
pretty awesome. But right now we have to focus on the panzanella saladless salad or lettuceless salad.
I like the sound of that.
And we got fresh, delicious ingredients from Shaw's Supermarket, our future sponsor, possibly, maybe, who knows. And we are going to make it live because we are just very inspirational, innovational people. And
We're just good like that.
yeah, so I don't, we're gonna have to do this. It's gonna get a little crazy.
I tell you what, it looks
So-
very good. I can't wait to have some of that.
I know you thought it was done. I'm like, those are just the ingredients, Jose.
Like, who brought the salad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to make it.
yeah.
All right.
I walk in, I said, you shouldn't have.
Yeah, basically, to sum it up, the only person who is a cook here is Amanda, and everyone else is an eater. We're just here to eat free food, and we're like, oh, there's piles of food. Let's just eat it. But no, we have to mix it together and add
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna make you do all the work.
add the olive oil and stuff.
It's not hard.
It's not hard, but
No.
it's gonna be tougher with all the all the equipment and trying not to fall over, and then Dimitri trying not to steal food while we're not looking.
Dimitri's like, that's the first thing he said.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm hungry.
But when it's
Dimitri,
all
you had a snack before, so you can't even launch it.
We were
yet.
Googling recipes
Okay.
from Russia. We were like, come on.
Dimitri's like, oh, you should make some vodka sauce. But yeah, when it's all said and done, this recipe will just be like this. You know, when it's done.
That
and
was frugal.
Yeah, that was frugal because we paid like $8 for all these ingredients. It's pretty dirt cheap, pretty healthy, all natural, or 99% natural.
So people can't see them. So what it
Yep.
is, panzanella is.
We're gonna bring it out. Are we gonna cook it right here? We could bring it.
Yeah, my idea
on
was
this.
to do it right here. I think.
Okay, so
Um.
do you wanna talk while I go grab the stuff?
Yeah.
All
So
right,
traditionally in Italy, it's a new twist on a salad, but it's like tomatoes, cucumbers, a yellow bell pepper, celery, onions, basil, which we didn't have. We didn't put in. And you could put capers too. We didn't put that in either. And it's all placed on top of day-old Tuscan bread that's soaked in water. But
And Mike's gonna spill it all over the
you're
floor.
gonna
This is
destroy
great.
this place. So we are.
I'm gonna hold it.
There you go.
I'm trying to do like the CrossFit paleo thing a little bit. So I scratched the bread and put
Come on back here.
He's not even listening to me.
I'm listening.
I scratched the bread and put I'm kidding, chickpeas on the bottom instead of bread. So on my website is the traditional one. Here, do you want to? You really don't even need to take that over here because you're just gonna dump it in here. So we can leave it over there.
No,
Why?
we need everything here.
All right, so this is what I'm having them do. I'm going to dictate it to you.
All about the presentation.
Do
Come
not
on now.
put the chickpeas
Hey,
in. Then
Leah, don't work too hard over
I'm
there.
not. You know, I'm relaxing.
She's ready to eat
I'm
it.
ready to eat.
Yeah.
I'm here with Dimitri. Like we're over here. We're biffles now because we're friends.
Okay, so you can put any of the vegetables in, except just don't put the chickpeas. All of this goes in one bowl, so just dump
what
it
if
all
we
in.
just
So
dump-
we're putting in I think I used 3 tomatoes, 1 yellow bell pepper, 1 cucumber.
Good job,
and
Jose.
they're all chopped up. And then I used 4
Very well done.
4 stalks
You can't say I've never cooked before now.
You're doing a
4
great job.
stalks of celery chopped up, and I only used a little bit of an onion. They only had huge red onions there, so I used
Keep
less
going,
than half
man.
of
I
it.
know this is a difficult recipe, but you got it.
Huh? Scrape it up.
He's not wasting
Mike,
anything.
come
That's
on.
perfect.
There you go.
Sorry.
Perfect.
$8 could feed 5 people.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
See,
Yeah.
I just became a
All right,
hypocrite,
so now
and I almost wasted food.
let's trade. I don't know where you want to put this, Mike.
Here, I
This
got
is
this.
a very complex
All right.
scheme we've got going on here, folks.
We're
but
gonna forget
this
about
has
the
never been
chickpeas
done
for
in the
now.
history of radio or greater media.
I know.
So we're innovators.
Oh, look, you're already a pro. You're already mixing it. Great. So now,
Jose, dude, be
Pour
careful with those mussels, man. You might just destroy the bowl, and then we'll have to eat it off the floor. All right?
so I used a 1/4 cup of olive oil and I put it in there, but we're just going to do the Italian way and just kind of guess however much.
Italiano. Very nice.
That's where I always guess wrong.
That's why there are measurements, but we just.
Got you.
And then I'm putting white balsamic vinegar. You can put the regular balsamic vinegar if you want to, just a little bit of that. I think I put a tablespoon, but
And let me give you just a quick little snapshot of the nutrition of this. We have a fantastic amount of antioxidants, fiber, water, and omega-3, healthy fatty acids for your heart to reduce your blood pressure, reduce your total serum cholesterol, all that good stuff. And this is 99%, almost 100% all natural stuff, good ingredients, fresh ingredients. The only thing better you could do is if we made sure everything was organic, made sure everything was. I'm pretty sure what we just poured on it is 100% pure and organic, so I don't have to worry about that.
I don't think Jose knew when he was
Salt
coming
and
in here that
pepper
he was
this.
going to become a chef too.
we're
He's
just adding some salt and pepper.
we want him on Dancing on the Stars. No, Dancing with the Stars and
Seriously.
and Celebrity Chef Jose
Yeah.
Rivera edition.
That's right.
I tried to challenge him to arm wrestling earlier, but he didn't want to embarrass me live on camera, live on the radio. So now we have him mixing a bowl instead.
I should have done
You never knew.
Should have done.
When you were boxing, you never probably imagined that you would be making a salad on air right now.
Yeah, but you're surrounded by beautiful women. You're surrounded by a nut job cheapskate, and
yeah, that's true.
And you are going to get free food after this, as we're all going to taste test it.
All right, so now he just mixed in some salt and pepper. You can also do basil. We're just not putting that in, and lemon.
Oh,
and
yes.
Then we're putting chickpeas on the bottom instead of the bread.
I took care of the chickpeas because...
I hope they are rinsed correctly.
And
then just put it right on top.
I think I forgot to rinse
just
them.
put it right on top.
That's disgusting.
And he's putting all the vegetables right on top.
Stop it.
I asked him like 20 times if he rinsed it.
Look, we didn't have a can
Tell them
opener.
about how you opened the can.
We didn't have a can opener, so I just crushed the can with my bare hands.
Nope. You don't
until
even
it
have to mix
opened,
It's
like
done.
Popeye.
So now you guys can eat it.
That's done.
It's done.
I like that.
Excellent.
You're gonna have to use that spoon because we don't.
Do you want me to test it out first to make sure it's not poison?
Yeah.
Because
we have plates over there.
You know.
Oh, you just want to eat it first.
Yeah, I know. Seriously.
No.
Oh, I'll save you guys and I'll eat it first.
No. Amanda's
Meanwhile, there's like one scoop for everybody
exactly.
left.
Amanda wants me to try it first because she's the VP. So if the president gets killed by poison food and non-rinsed chickpeas, then she knows that she's the president. You know, by default.
We throw this.
And then it's instead of the Frugal Fitness show, it's the Amanda show.
The Amanda show.
And then she can talk about whatever she wants. And
that was my whole plan.
Yes, she's been
plotting
this for several days, maybe even weeks.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Where I come from, the cook eats last. So.
When you come from what?
So where I come from, the cook eats last.
Oh, man. See, but you're classy and you've got manners. I almost forgot the word manners, but I don't have that problem. I'm just like, getting frugal, getting free.
And
you can actually tell us if we should add more salt and pepper because we just guessed.
So what happens if I didn't rinse the chickpeas? It's not good?
I will punch you, except I won't. I'll get Jose to do it.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
We need you around more often.
Can you guys hear me enjoying this feast?
Does it have enough salt and pepper?
Yes.
All right.
It's very good, actually.
Cool. We'll give some.
No, I don't want to hear that eating good and healthy is too expensive.
Oh,
yeah,
exactly.
Right?
Thank you, Jose. I'm glad somebody's listening and paying attention.
How many people you feed here for $8?
Exactly. This literally cost about $8, maybe 10, and now we're feeding 6 people. And Dimitri counts as 2 people because he's jacked. Dimitri is like friggin' Dolph Lundgren. He's like See, Leah's being good, and she just gave Dimitri a nice little plate to sample it. Where else do you...
Don't worry about it. We got another one.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, she's about to.
Don't worry.
Forget about
this is mooched silverware.
Okay. Thank you.
We didn't pay for the silverware, so it's all good. Don't tell anybody.
Here, all good.
So anyways, as Amanda the Skinny Spice dishes out some more, we need to see some more reactions before we take a break.
All right.
Dimitri, what do you think, my man?
I'm going to eat, so I'll let you guys talk.
It's actually really good, really fresh.
Good.
A lot of different flavors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's satisfying.
It's good. And tell us how you really feel.
Ooh.
He hates it.
It's awesome.
Awesome.
I like that.
See, okay, good. Because that's what we're here for. We're here not only to educate and to stimulate and articulate, but we're here to make Dimitri.
I find it cool. That's only $8.
It's
I know. I think it's really nice, like the balance of the vegetables and then the chickpeas kind of add that it's like crispy, really nice, and then the more like you said, you substituted it for bread.
Yeah.
And it's just
now that is a good substitute because you take all those carbs, you punch them in the face. You punch those carbs in the face, and then you get an extra protein, fiber, and heart-healthy fats. So
it's good tasting, and your body will thank you for it.
Exactly,
and you can bring it to lunch
and
to work for lunch.
Well, yeah, or for lunch for work.
It's so what?
But basically, I didn't screw up too bad at the grocery store, and everyone seems to enjoy it. Very, very healthy, very cost-effective. So we're gonna continue eating this while we go on break in a second, and if Dimitri can operate, press us on break, he's not too busy eating. So
I'm gonna
He's
have
like
seconds on the
shoveling
break.
food
Yeah.
in his
so
face.
we're gonna be back after the break with more on Jose Rivera and Leah Hilton. We're joined by Ripped Ryan, the intern with the most, and he is here first of all to sample the panzanella that we just made because we're innovators when it comes to radio and greater media. What do you think, Ripped Ryan?
It's good. It's real good.
Before he got in here, everyone was like, let me get seconds before. Right?
Yeah. Thank you for that very detailed synopsis.
We played smart.
I need to eat more.
Yes, exactly. He is too busy eating. It's addicting, and he needs to fuel his mustache with the nutrients. And so anyways, have a few more bites, and then you get to earn your keep. Earn those nutrients you just put in your body by demonstrating some exercises. And this segment I like to call Ripped Ryan's Rip Tip of the Week. Quick rip tip. And he's going to show us, first I think you should show us some chair bodyweight squats, since you're using this nice fold-out chair that IDEO provides us with. So I want your arms straight out, look straight ahead, chest up, sit your butt back, right to the end of the chair. See, you're too far in front of the chair. And move it in front without having to look at your behind. All right, you're good now. See, he holds records at Emmanuel College for shot put, and I was gonna say hurdling, but 4x1, and he's no stranger to, fitness and exercises and athletic endeavors. He's not even trying right now. Look at him. He's like falling asleep.
What a great demonstrator.
But the reason, yeah. I will.
Spoon feed him some panzanella.
But anyways, so you can do this exercise obviously in the office, at home. You could pull over to the side of the road in your car and take a little break because you've been driving for hours. You might have been stuck in traffic coming from Worcester, like the boxing champion Jose Rivera. And you're like, Jesus, I need to work my quads and my glutes. So you pull over, you do some squats. You don't have to have a chair. It can be a couch. It can be a car seat. It can be anything, and do these anywhere you want. And also, Ripped Ryan is going to show off. He's going to pull up his sleeves, show off the triceps, the back of the arm muscles. No, the back of the...
There we go.
Come on, man. Tricep dips on the chair. He's already demonstrated these in the past, pretty effectively. This is what helped him sculpt his guns to break records at Emmanuel College. Look at this. Full extension, squeezing at the top, working the triceps, muscles, the back of your arm, above your elbow.
Now feed him. He's losing calories.
Keep going, man. Keep going.
He needs it. There we go.
All right. This is innovation. So we don't have time to eat and then work out. We just do it all at once here on Frugal Fitness and IDEO. Great job. So normally, I want you to keep sitting there.
Well, I was going to do some wall sits.
He's got to keep going.
Okay. Last exercise, we got to do wall sits because it's a good isometric exercise that can help build up a little stability for quads, hamstrings, and glutes. So as you can see, I want you to lean back all the way, and I want you to lower down a little bit further. So now he's got a nice about 90-degree bend at the hips, about 90-degree bend at the knees.
Quick, start throwing stuff at him.
Feet are flat, and as you can see, he's not holding his breath. He's not turning red, because when you do an isometric exercise, for real, your blood pressure skyrockets. So he's breathing. He's doing well. Oh, hey, get your hands up.
Take your hands off your knees.
Yeah,
there we go.
Jesus, man. All right. See? And then when you start flexing and yelling, you burn even more calories.
There you go.
So that is Ripped Ryan's Rip Tips of the Week. And, that's very impressive.
Oh, good job.
He's out of here.
He's earned his keep.
Okay. So normally
I'm glad you liked it.
Normally
Next
we
time
make
you
this.
make us something. Jeez.
He's just in here for the free food, but
Yep.
he had to earn his keep, though.
He's frugal. I mean, he's got it.
That's something I would
learning
do.
He's
everything
looking up
from
to
you.
you. Come on now.
You didn't tell him about tell him about the free salmon you got at Shaw's?
Oh yes, I neglected
you
to
could
mention.
smell it. Like you could
Yeah.
smell it.
Within 2 seconds of being in
From far
Shaw's,
away.
I was like, I think they're free samples over there, and I ran over to the table, and there was like free salmon on crackers, and the guy was like, you want to try some? And I already had 5 in my hand. And then he was like, you can't take that many. And then I was like, what are you going to do about it? And then I walked away. No, I just made that last part up. But
I felt bad. I was like, oh, he must really like them. Let's go look for them to buy. He's like, doesn't even care.
Yeah, Amanda was trying to like cover up my greed, but I was just like, really good, really good, man. Yeah, thanks. And I just walked away.
I love those free samples, man. I always take them every chance I get.
You don't see them as often.
Not those kind of samples in particular.
Yeah.
I usually don't go for the salmon, but I mean,
come on.
I love salmon, but this one you could smell. I'm surprised you're not sick. No offense.
No, I
to
feel better than ever from that free salmon. But with the economic downturn, you don't see as many free samples anymore, and it's very upsetting to me and to Dimitri. He's over there. He just signaled to me, that he agreed with me. He's very upset.
But did you know why they do the free samples?
So you buy the product?
No.
And you get the word of mouth and all that?
No. So
it's marketing.
No, but regardless of whether you like the product or not, they've done studies that if you have the samples, it stimulates your appetite, and then you get hungrier, and so you buy more. It doesn't matter what it is, but you just spend more at the grocery store.
Look, I could go on. Yeah. I could go on the grocery store science for hours, because they pump extra oxygen into the stores, so you end up buying more food, and you're more alert, and you have greater appetite, more lights, flashy display. Everything's scientifically proven to make you spend more money and spend things on more than just eggs, milk, and bread. Stuff that people basically go in for, and they end up with 10, 15 things that they didn't intend to. It's all targeting your psyche.
But what I was getting at was he ended up buying stuff he didn't want to get.
Like
after
what?
He was like, "Oh, actually, I should get some protein bars."
No, that was you suggesting it, and
after he had the tasters.
And I had to buy baking soda for my cat Chewy, so I don't think that's really a spontaneous purchase. But anyways, so we want to, before we get too carried away, we want to talk a little bit more about Jose and Leah. And first, we'll start off with Jose. So, 3-time world boxing champion. You're retired now. Tell us a little bit about kind of your training regimen, your career, some of your fights, and what you do now for training instead. Since you're retired, and now your training is a little bit different, of course.
Right. Well, my boxing career started when I was 15 years old, and I retired when I was 39.
Jeez.
39 and a half.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, I think
I thought you were 29 right now. You look so good, man. Come on.
Yeah, that's USANA for you. Keeps me looking young.
Exactly. And USANA is his nutritional supplement company or health science company that he works for. USANA.com. Is that correct? Or USANA?
TeamRivera.usana.com.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
There we go. But basically, my boxing career just consisted of, I started off as an amateur. I did that for 4 years. And then I turned pro. And after pro careers, you start off as a 4-round fighter, and you work your way up to championship rounds, which is 12-round fights. And it's a lot of hard work. You think that when you're first starting boxing and you're working hard, but the bigger you get and the better you get, and the more you want to improve, then the harder you got to work. When you think you're working hard at a world championship level, you got to work even harder. So it's definitely not easy. I mean, I've depleted my body so much of nutrients of working, training for fights before.
And not only that, we've discussed in the past, because we've worked together, that besides being a world caliber fighter, you were holding down a day job this whole time, and so you would wake up at like 4, train, work your day job, come home, train some more, and then have like world-class fights on the weekends or something like that, right?
Yeah, well, I want people to look this up, because everybody knows that there's boxers who's had a full-time job while they box. But
not many.
No. There's not many, but there is a lot of them that do, just not world champion boxers.
Exactly.
So, I've known for myself, and there's a record right now, as the only world championship boxer that held a full-time job while he was a world champion defending and training for fights.
Now that's is a world record that I'm very proud of, and that you should be extremely proud of, because you you didn't get like these fights handed to you.
Right.
You didn't have like some, $1 million like pad and like all this posse of people, helping you out with millions of dollars. You were working hard every single day, 7 days a week, for your entire pro career. Which is extremely admirable, and I would say very rare these days, but non-existent is a better term, we'll say.
Well, to me, I think it was important because I knew boxing can only last for so long. And boxing for me, I'm real passionate about it. It was my goals, my dreams, but it did define who I am and what I am. And I knew I worked all my life, so I knew after boxing I had to do something with my life. And plus, it's the health insurance that provided for me and my kids and my family. So
and
I had to work.
And let's just say that's the difference between, Jose being retired but being a successful personal trainer, successful boxing coach. He's a speaker, like a motivational speaker. He is the leader of USANA's Team Rivera, so he has a lot of employees working under him. He has a full-time job.
Partners.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I know. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
But they're on the same level.
On the same level.
But I mean, you kind of started your team, though, is what I meant, and that's the reason why he's doing so successful at age 39, and all these other boxers who made millions of dollars are bankrupt. They have no skills, no jobs, nothing to offer the world except like maybe a random comeback fight where they get their butts kicked, or they're just like Mike Tyson going around making a fool out. He's a great fighter, all that stuff, but he didn't exactly plan beyond boxing. He didn't exactly work on his skill set, beyond boxing. He certainly wasn't working 40, 50, 60 hours a week while he was training for fights. There are a million examples. I could go on forever, but anyway, so I'm really glad you came to join us, and tell us a little bit about USANA. Last thing.
Well, USANA Health Sciences came to me by my sports physician, introduced me to the company because USANA Health Sciences is a pharmaceutical grade company, which is listed in the PDR, Physician Desk Reference Guide. So doctors can recommend our products to their patients.
That's the real deal. If you're in the PDR, then you are legitimate nutritional company.
Absolutely. Not only are they a legitimate nutritional company, they're the first company that was listed, nutritional company that was listed in the PDR. Yep. Since USANA, 3 other companies had followed suit. So basically, USANA Health Sciences is raising the bar in the nutrition field.
They trailblazed that area.
There you go.
So.
And that's how I was introduced to your company. And because at the time, like I mentioned before, I was depleting my body of nutrients, and I was getting sick and injured, and I wasn't recovering good. And when they introduced me to USANA, and I had USANA supplements inside my body, it was 180. Just what I was able to do and perform later in my career, much better and quicker and recover faster than in my prime and 20s. It was remarkable.
That's see, and that is a perfect example of optimal nutrition because, like I said, not only was he training 5, 6, 7 hours a day, but then also working 8, 9, 10 hours a day. So you get depleted in terms of sleep, in terms of nutrients. You have all this stress. Yeah. So I mean, you need good supplemental nutrition. You need to take things to the next level in terms of nutrition, but you have to make sure that it is approved stuff. It's well it's well processed. That it's all natural. That it's basically proven, scientifically proven. Right. Like some of the, like the USANA products that you've gone over.
Yes, USANA Health Sciences in the Physician Desk Reference Guide, they compare over 1,600 products, and they've been rated for the last 12 years that I've been involved. I've been involved with the company this year 8 years, but before that, it was #1, and since I've been involved with them, they've been rated the top company in the world.
Wow.
So that just speaks volumes of the type of, very impressive. I was blown away by the integrity and the how the company was put together with the founder, Dr. Myron Wentz.
And you even, you even went personally to visit the doctors and to see the manufacturing process of the company because you really wanted to do your homework and make sure this was good stuff. Right?
Absolutely, because I felt great in the stuff, but if I was going to start promoting this company, I wanted to make sure that, everything was on the up and up, and I needed to see for myself the manufacturing facility and stuff, and I was blown away. I mean, the manufacturing facility is
Yep.
cleaner than any hospital you go into.
Oh, I bet.
It's remarkable.
That's a whole nother story. But anyways, check out. We're gonna take a quick break in a second, but check out teamrivera.usana.com. Check out USANA Health Sciences, and you can join Team Rivera if you want to as well, or
Absolutely.
look into his personal training
All right.
services or boxing coaching services in Worcester. Got tons of delicious panzanella, like salad, kind of saladless salad in front of me.
So good.
Because I need to eat all the leftovers because I don't want anything to go to waste, and I need the nutrients. So we need to talk about Leah Hilton,
Leah
who is already on gag order for like
That's right.
7 hours today.
She's been here
Yeah,
for
7 hours.
Yeah.
I've been here forever. I
So,
stayed over
yeah,
last night. I was
exactly.
just so excited.
She was just doing clap push-ups to get pumped up for gag order, and
was.
I'm sure you got every question in the book, but I wanted to ask you, if you could get into the Spartan race that you just ran. I think it was in Florida.
That's right, in
And
Miami.
So you ran a Spartan race.
I did.
Tell us a little bit about what that entails, and also, after that, maybe some, modeling, photo shoot, fitness tips, just to kind of get primed up. Obviously, because you can't do something, overnight. You can't go crazy, but to
Right.
look your best before a photo shoot or a picture or a wedding or something like that. Tell us about the Spartan race.
So basically, tell us everything.
Yes.
Tell you my life
Hurry!
story.
You
Okay,
have
ready,
four.
set, go.
You have 4
All right,
minutes.
ready,
Hurry
set,
up.
go. Anyway, I got started doing Spartan races last year in August, and
Nice.
I never ran I ran like a mile, and I'd be so excited. I was like, oh my god, I actually ran a mile, and then I did a mile to then 13 miles in a Spartan race doing, and it's like Spartan race is like a mud run with like obstacles in between each mile and everything, and
Oh yes.
it gets intense. And if you can't complete an obstacle, you have to do 30 burpees in between.
What?
And yeah, I mean, you
I never heard about that.
Is that
But
similar
I
to
always
badass.
completed my obstacles, so I never did any burpees.
Oh,
No, but
right.
but I'll be honest, my races were 3 miles. So-
Well, you did the Warrior Dash.
yeah, that's wimpy. The Warrior Dash
Yeah.
is
They let
3.2
you
miles.
skip over everything and
No,
Wait.
I didn't
Is
skip
the
over.
Spartan close to a Tough Mudder?
kind of, except
I think so.
there's a time chip, whereas the Tough Mudder doesn't have one, which I
Okay.
think a lot of people don't realize. They're like, oh well, I mean, I have to kind of time myself in this one,
Okay.
but I like to know exactly if it takes me 10 miles, I want to know what I clocked in at.
Right.
But yeah, this one was the first one of the year in Miami a couple weeks ago. 8.3 miles. Did it in an hour 42, which is not too bad for a first one of the year.
Not too shabby.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Really good.
But I think it's good to just keep training for not only this, but then also the modeling, which is my full-time job. So I mean, you're keeping in shape. You're doing things that are healthy for you, keeping you healthy, and which Amanda comes in with the healthy eating, and Jose, of course. I mean,
Yes.
we got all our cooks here. So
Yes.
it all
No cook.
You are now.
Yes,
Today
you
I'm a cook.
are.
All right, today I'm a cook.
We have 1 cook and we have 4 eaters.
There
That's
you
what we
go.
have in this
Well,
room.
no, now we have 2 cooks.
Well, Ripped Ryan, the intern, is a cook too, but he's out there doing incredibly important work. So he
Amen.
just basically wanted to eat and run. So
Yeah.
Amanda
Hey.
made me a cook today.
yes,
Yeah.
you're an
Success,
honorary
I love
cook.
it.
Don't have delusions of grandeur. You're not a chef.
He's going to go back
Not
to
yet.
USANA and be like, I'm a chef.
I
not
like
yet.
it.
Not yet. All right.
But yeah,
I like
it
that.
all combines in, and so it's really nice to have different aspects of my job is basically to be healthy, which is great.
That's true. And
Mhm.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but I do. You
Do
do
it.
some. You do some.
love it.
You do some
But-
boxing as part of your fitness regimen, and you're sitting next to a 3-time world boxing champion. So how do you feel your boxing skills compare to
Oh, I
Jose's
mean-
skills over there?
I know that I'm just so good at it, and I'm very impressive. But
Jose doesn't
I
know
mean,
what to say right
he might
now.
he might be a little better than me, which is okay. I mean, it's all right. No.
Jose's
They're
been
both like-
boxing since before you were alive.
Yep.
Their
Sorry.
faces are both like, are you really going to make us box right now?
Oh, no,
'Cause
I'm
you're
not gonna
crazy
box.
enough to do that.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I can't. I'm sorry.
Okay, so you use boxing as a form of cardio and fitness and cross
Yes.
training, while Jose used to use it to be one of the best in the world
Open a
at
can
his
of
sport.
Yeah.
AKA rearrange people's faces.
Oh God.
You know.
I was like, no.
But Jose has shied away from fighting me in MMA because we'd both get very hurt. You know, me because I'm a psycho, and him because he's like, I'm 39, I'm retired. Why would I do that, Mike? That's so stupid. I'm like, I have all these other successful business avenues, so why would I fight you, Mike?
For charity.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah. It was
Entertainment, you know.
It was, and
Do it
then
for my charity. Ready, set,
Yeah.
go.
and then I said we would do it for a boxing match, like an actual boxing match. But then I would run around the ring for try and survive one round, just running away. But then if he hit me one time in like the kidney or the face, I'd be in big trouble, and it would really hurt. So, and I might not survive. So, I might have to face a different opponent, and because I don't want Jose to get arrested for like manslaughter or something, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Come
it would
on.
not be pretty. So tell me what you do for your fitness regimen, kind of before a photo shoot, before a video gets filmed. Do you do anything special that is different from your normal workout regimen?
Well, for me, I'm just crazy all the time. So, I mean,
Really?
Yeah, I am. It's really, yeah, I
Um,
am. I work out, like, a lot.
yeah?
So, it's kind of like a constant thing. It's like if I ever need to be somewhere or do something, I'm ready. And that's just how it is. I mean, when you do freelance modeling, you have to be ready whenever. And whenever somebody calls you.
Tell me about
like,
it.
Like
I'm
I was saying, like, you have to be
freelancing all
ready,
the time.
you know what I
Be
mean? You have to
ready.
be always on your toes. You have to be
Always.
healthy. You have to be. There's no really time off. Like there's no winter, you know, a couple pounds type of thing. You know, you just gotta get into that lifestyle. Like this is how it is, and this is how it's gonna be.
So you do everything the same in your workout regimen, regardless of if you have like a photo shoot in a week or a month or a day. Or
right.
do you
well,
do?
fitness is pretty much the same. Eating habits are different.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Basically, cut down the carbs, which
Very
are my
good.
love.
See, so you could have the panzanella.
I could have exactly.
Yeah, with
And
the
you
chickpeas.
The chickpeas.
And last thing,
Yeah.
you just filmed a workout video. Was it in South Boston this weekend?
Yes,
Tell
I
me a little bit about
did.
that. How'd that go?
It was great. It was with Gauntlet Studios with Rob Malouf.
Oh, great!
He's awesome.
I've heard of Gauntlet Studios and Rob Malouf.
Yeah,
So
he's
that's actually
amazing.
good.
So they're gonna be great, and you can check it out on my YouTube channel.
Fantastic.
YouTube.com/Modelia Hilton.